Hello, I'm Ellery. Today I'm going to be talking about why I use Reason as a software and why I would recommend it for new and kind of upcoming composers. But I'm going to try and show you all the weird quirks and unique things with this DAW because I understand a lot of people don't use it. I've rarely meet other composers and musicians that use Reason, and that's probably for some good reasons because there's a lot of good competition out there in the DAW scene these days. You got Ableton, which has crazy sound manipulation that you do, which I actually have now, but I still have been using Reason because I'm still kind of learning Ableton. But I'm thinking about maybe switching down the line. But I figured I owed it to my old software to at least just give a summary of everything that's good about it, everything that's bad about it, and why I have used it for pretty much every music thing that I've uploaded on my channel. Um, so starting off, one of my favorite parts about Reason is it's got really good built-in sounds that come with it, and not just for synths. It's got really good synths and all that, but also it has really good sounding acoustic stuff. So if I go into the Reason Sounds folder, you see you got everything nicely sorted out into these folders. And this is one of the built-in acoustic kits. Some of these vintage mono ones are really good for like if you want to get like an old like kind of Motown sound like with your drums. Program a quick beat here. Uh, I like the piano roll too. It's very straightforward. I also like the color orange, so that might be part of my decision. Oh, oh yeah. Now we're cooking. So I'm just gonna start making something, and I'll show you all the all the neat little tricks that Reason has as a software. Um, we got this pretty basic rock beat. Let's slow it down a bit too. And now it has this thing called the combinator, right? It has a lot of built-in patches with this. And if I click show devices, you'll see there's a bunch of effects that are going into this thing already, but it hides them for you and puts them all the most important parameters for them in these neat four into these four knobs. So let's say I want some more compression on this beat. I just turn that knob up. Now the drums are slapping a lot more. And now let's say I want to add a thicker bass drum. There's a button for that. You can change the mix right here. I definitely like the way that sounds better. So now let's get into the real kind of meat of Reason, which is the synthesizers, dude. These things are really good. And they look really awesome. Like I love the UI of Reason. It's very fun. Everything's kind of designed after like a modular rack or yeah. So and if you hit tab, you'll see it also mutes my webcam, but uh it you can pretty much mess with all the knobs here however you want. There's a bunch of things you can route to LFOs and everything for synths. You can do sidechain inputs through here. That's how you kind of have to do it. But yeah, Europa is an amazing synth. I mean, I know a lot of people use this even without Reason. With the you can get this synth on your own, and it's definitely worth it if you're looking for a good wave state synth, wavetable synth. Let's just go with one of the patches here. Silk Glove. I like the sound of that. And yeah, you'll see the built-in presets are pretty great. let's go with those chords. They're pretty cool. Kind of spooky sounding. So now, for this intro or whatever, let's say we want the frequency to fade in. We have the amp here. Looks like this isn't routed to the amp, so I'm gonna make it like that. And yeah, you can just automate that really easily. And I know these are things that every other DAW can do, but I'm just showing you Reason has the capabilities to compete with Ableton, FL, Logic for sure, and I mean, yeah, I got the student discount, so if you can get that, definitely try it. Oh, I forgot to. Let's let the frequency start a little higher so we can. A little higher. And then we can mess with the curve just like this. And yeah, one of the things that really drew me to Reason was how many good, realistic, acoustic type samples they have as a composer. When you go into, yeah, just like Reason sounds, and you go into Grass and Wind. There's a lot of really good sounding brass sounds and stuff. Obviously, they're not perfect, but if you're a starting composer, they sound pretty good, and you can mess with the settings on them a lot to make them really expressive. And so this is like a whole brass section, like tied into one patch. You got the trumpets up here, and you got like horns and trombones. Do a little brass part. That's what I'm thinking. Repeat that. Let's just get a basic bass line in to finish up this kind of demo track. Let's see. So this bass synth is fire. I love this thing. It's pretty much like a mini Moog in terms of the types of sounds it can do, which is one of the best bass synths in history. Like, you know, in the 80s and 90s, a lot of the synth pop songs you hear had synth basses. Let's pick a different one. That one's a little grimy for my. Yeah, this one's good. And you see, you got all the parameters you need to mess with the bass synth. I want to edit the release a bit. I always like a good chorus on my basses. It's very good for making synth pop music, you'll see. That's why I've stuck with it all these years. Because that's the type of stuff I like to make. we have a lot of sounds you can do that with. One of my favorites is the where is it? Retro Transformer, which has presets for pretty much every kind of lo-fi type of sound you would want. The VHS one is like crazy compression, so and it's very easy to use. I like the MP3 compression as well. You got this one which messes things up. This one's cool. It's like a filter. You mess with dry wet. I noticed that this one always changes the timing slightly, which is a little annoying. Using the drums get a little offbeat. You mess with the dry wet, it kind of fixes that. This one's like refreshing. Like a washing machine, I guess. If you wanna, I've used this one a good bit though. It's like this one's supposed to be like PVC pipes. Creepy ambient noises. So slap that on anything if you want something to sound scary. And yeah, it just has a lot of cool stuff for the sound design. This is always great on drums. Got compression and distortion, saturation, right here. I think for these drums, I probably want something a bit more out there, so I'm gonna go to the this thing is also really good for let's mess around with this. It's like the big push feature in the thing. That are built in with Reason are really good. I like them. You see everything has a nice little visual UI design. So here's 80s gated plate. Press the dry wet a bit. The reasons why it's not as popular as FL or Ableton. I would say it has trouble running things sometimes. Some VSTs can lag it out and it gets a little buggy sometimes. For recording audio, it doesn't have as much manipulation for that as Ableton. So if you're recording stuff, it's probably not the way to go. But for synth production and video game soundtracks and everything I like to do, I've really enjoyed using Reason. It has a mixer mode, you'll see, where you can do all this, and then it has a mastering channel where you can put in whatever effects you want. The master. That's something you can do. If you want to put a amp sim on. Okay, I will say these amp sims kind of suck. I never use these, honestly. If you have Guitar Rig, get the free version of Guitar Rig or any other amp sims that are out there for free, they're probably better than this thing. Like, it kind of works, but I'm sure guitarists can hear what I mean. It sounds pretty tinny or something. I don't know. It doesn't sound like a real tube amp or anything. It's got these things which are really good, like built-in like LFO frequency things. Really mess around with automation. Unless it's a patch I can put in things. This one too is a really cool filter gate. Honestly, you can just use all the patches and mess around with them how you like. That's what I like to do because sometimes it's really hard when you know are working with DAWs, and it's very intimidating to see all these crazy effects and presets you can slap on things, and it's easy to go overboard. We'll see if in a year or two I end up switching to Ableton fully, but as of right now, that is the reasons I use Reason. So if you liked the little tune I made here, make sure you drop a subscribe, follow me. I got a lot of more music coming out soon, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, y'all. Have a great day.